Welcome to the Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew and let's get to the show.
It's my party and I cry if I want to, cry if I want to, cry. Oh, you would cry too if it happened to you. Welcome to the Daily Grind. Grizz therapy session is right, Jalen. I see you. You are ready. You are with us. Welcome to the Daily Grind. I am your host, Luke Hatmaker. We are presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. It is Monday, and I don't know about everybody in the comments, everybody watching, but I like to spend my Mondays with Rusty. So how are you, sir? How are you?
I'm good, man. I couldn't agree more. Couldn't think of a better way to start my Monday than hanging out with Mr. Luke Hatmaker. But I did get some kind of weird news this morning. I'm at my dad's house. It's a change of scenery while I'm doing my best Joe Mullinax being here in front of the camera. He told me some a fact about French fries that just kind of got me a little bit. Did you know that the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Daily Grind. Because you cook it in Greece.
That one took me longer than I care to admit to get. I was like, Greek fries? What's Greek fries? Oh my God. Man, that's funny. I want you to do a stand-up where it's just you doing puns, but I want you just to like read off a sheet, pause, look at the camera, and be like,
as I would get booed off the stage, but I'd have one person in the audience laughing. It'd be you.
I would just be like, yeah. Man, speaking of solo shows, I don't know. That was a bad transition. Jalen was right about Grizz therapy session. So we got a decent amount to talk about. For those Grizzlies fans who are aware, which I imagine many of you are, the Grizzlies lost on Halloween, a game that you were at. A game which, after the fact, Ja Morant made some comments, at which point he was suspended for one game, conduct detrimental to the team. And I just wanted to, and it sounds like the suspension, this is from Shams, came as a result of Grizzlies coach Tomas Isolo challenging Morant's leadership and effort in post-game exchange after loss to the Lakers on Friday night. Morant responded in a tone deemed inappropriate, sources said. You were in the building on Friday night. Oh yeah, happy birthday, Sane, as well. I know it's your birthday.
Happy birthday, Sane, yeah.
I mean, I would argue that clearly some of his playing was detrimental to the team. I mean, what did you notice on Friday that would you say warranted this mess, this kind of mess that we found ourselves in over the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it was the Ja Morant from last year that we thought we had kind of left behind, gotten rid of. I don't know what the right word is when we moved on from Taylor Jenkins, because Ja was known to pout last year when things weren't going his way, when TJ wasn't calling the game right, wasn't playing him more minutes, wasn't getting him the ball, running this goofy offense that doesn't fit Ja Morant. So I was told that Ja was going to be better this year. And there is plenty of blame to go around. I'm not wholly blaming Ja. If what he was upset about is the number of minutes and the rotations, then I'm firmly on his side on that, because we are doing the same goofy rotation type mess that we did last year. And I said on the post-game bounce last night, I'm kind of getting frustrated with the other team's best players playing 8, 9, 10 minutes more than our best players. We have way too many minutes still where their best players are playing John Conchar and Santi Aldama and Jock Landale and Cam Spencer. No offense to those guys, but there ain't a world where I don't want Ja Morant and Jaren on the court with
at least one of
Scotty Barnes last night. Right. I mean, and I know he was suspended, but tonight, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, Azure Thompson, when they're on the floor, I need Ja Morant and Jaren on the floor with them.
Yeah. It's so interesting because we knew the minutes.
It's a long way around. I didn't actually answer your question. The vibe was off. I watched Ja kind of like pout up and down the court, stand still, and his game is predicated on speed and quickness. He didn't use any of that. He was very obviously protesting something, didn't have it, wasn't feeling it, whatever. So
So you could tell the vibe was like palpable because I didn't get to watch the game.
Energy was off.
Okay, I was at a rehearsal dinner. I was just catching all the stuff via our group chat in the game, and I was like, man, it seemed pretty noticeable from like the first half to the second half. I just based on what I was listening to, to guys, and is it a situation where they meet in the middle, like Ja and Tomas? Like I mean, because if Ja's being called out by the head coach for actual things, I'm for that. That's what a head coach is supposed to do. But Jalen brings up a good point. Either way, if you are the franchise guy, if you are the guy, you can't. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't just turn off in the half of a game.
Can't do that. Especially when the team goes as you go. Obviously, when Ja is down, the whole team is down. And it just shows, I don't know, not bad mouthing anybody, but I'm not real sure how much accountability Ja's really been held to in his basketball career because he's always been probably the best athlete, the best player on the court. And so again, I understand where Ja is coming from, subbing Jaren out for 3 minutes just to put him back in, not having Ja and Jaren on the floor at the same time, Ja playing around 30 minutes a game, like that is 100% warranted. I'm team Ja Morant 1000% there.
Yes.
And you can't air that stuff out on the
middle of the game
by pouting on the court. And then in the post-game interview, you sounded childish. That's the coaching staff. That's the coaching staff. They didn't want me to play. Like, bro, grow up, man. Like, you are a grown adult playing basketball for a living. Like, people are going to hold you accountable. That's how you get better. And so, again, there's two things can be true. Ja handled this very poorly. Tomas needs to fix his rotations.
Yes, because you get better at something by being challenged at it. If you're never challenged at anything, then you're just going to stay the way you are. You will never ever get better if no one challenges you. If Tomas is challenging him, and that's the same with Tomas. Like, Tomas is challenging Ja to be a better version of himself. Ja needs to challenge Tomas to be like, hey, brother, you got to play us more minutes. I know this is your system where you sub your guys out for fresh legs, but it may not work as well. I mean, it can only work to a degree. You can still do your subs, but you have to have one of those two guys on the court at all times. I'm
not asking for a Josh Hart situation where he's playing 46, 47 minutes a night.
No.
But we got to play 36. Got to play 36.
At least.
Yeah, at least 36. And to all the media members out there that are taking this as yet another opportunity to try and get a star player out of a small market, because that's all it is. They don't care about Ja Morant. They hate Memphis. They hate that there's a basketball team here. They hate that a small market has a superstar like Ja Morant. And so all they're trying to do is get their off to get him out of here. Everybody from Boogie Cousins to Perk to faceless bots and random Twitter trolls who have no idea what actually goes on in Memphis. Ja is not going anywhere. This is growing pains of a new coach. This is what I asked for the last 2 years, was an adult in the room that was going to hold Ja Morant accountable. We got that. There's going to be some growing pains and butting heads when you've got a new head coach and your leader, your alpha, are seeing things like not eye to eye, right?
Yep.
They're going to work this out. Ja Morant's a Memphis Grizzly. He's going to stay here. We're not trading him. He's not going to Miami or Milwaukee or Dallas or wherever else I saw these edits on X for yesterday. He's going to be in Memphis. We're 1 month into a new coach's true tenure, right? Yes. He took over as an interim last year. There's only so much you can do. 9 games to go in the regular season and playing a juggernaut in the playoffs like the Oklahoma City Thunder. Give it some time, man. Give it some time.
That's me. And I mean, and clearly you mentioned it, as Ja goes, the team goes. I mean, they needed him on. They lost to Toronto yesterday, 104-117. They need their guys. I mean, it's as simple as that. They really they need their horses to be able to. If Triple J is the only superstar on this team, that team's not going anywhere. And I love Trip, but
Trip he's a Robin. He is the ultimate Robin. He is not a Batman. I heard through the grapevine some things about they were trying to get him the ball the other day, and he said Coach Tomas got upset in the Laker game that they weren't getting the ball to Jaren, and he was like, "It's okay, Coach." And
it's not okay.
He's just not. He's not a killer. He's not an alpha. He's not that guy. He's not that front runner. He needs, and there are dudes that are like that. A Batman needs a Robin. A Robin definitely needs a Batman, and that's what Jaren is. There's still things that have improved around Jaren's game. Everybody still wants to talk about trading Jaren. He's got to go, blah, blah, blah. Yes, he hasn't been the best this year, but he's rebounding at a higher tick. He had 9 rebounds last night, led the team. Yes. He needs to get tougher. He needs to be that dominant dog guy that we've seen in the past. I still blame his father. I think he's got body dysmorphia. His dad was a 6'4" guard in the NBA, and I think Jaren thinks he's a 6'4" post player. And if Jaren ever figures out that he's 7 foot tall, he will dominate the league.
That's a very good point.
But I just don't think he knows that yet. And he hasn't been properly coached up. You've seen he doesn't know how to set a pick. Some of his fundamentals and basics are off. I talked about this last night in the post-game bounce. Go ahead and watch that. Jared and I broke down.
Yeah, go check it out.
The Raptors game. I think Drew's on the mic tonight for the Pistons game. We go live at the end of every Grizzlies game for y'all vent your frustrations. Talk about, what you thought of the game. Come hang out with us right here on Bluff City Media's YouTube channel. But Jaren has got to figure out accountability as well for his fouls.
Yes.
And I like that T.I.'s letting him play with 4 and 5 fouls because Taylor Jenkins would never. If he got those fouls last year, his third foul, he would sit for 20 minutes.
May as well have one of those giant canes they had back in vaudeville. They would just yank him off by the neck. Yeah. So stupid.
Yeah. And so for me, Jaren needs a different level of accountability. John needs accountability for his attitude and his leadership and his antics on the court. Jaren needs to be left out there and foul out of games so where he can see what he is costing this team because he's been coddled, just like Ja's been coddled. Ja's been coddled for his attitude. Even Jaren and TJ and the front office have all kind of been very hands off with Ja because they don't want to upset Ja and get him in his feelings, right? With Jaren, we need to leave his butt out there, let him figure it out because watching him foul out and then watching us need him on the court and us lose, I think it's a great level of accountability for Jaren. Let him be out there and own his mistakes. He's a bull in a china shop. He flails. Like I said, I don't think he knows he's 7 foot tall because, like Jalen said, he ran over folks like 4 or 5 times yesterday like it was football because he doesn't know how to use his body in space. And so there's a lot of improvement that needs to happen. And I still have seen some things that I like.
Yes. And I see in the comments too, which thank you. Comments. There's so much going on. This is wonderful.
The new folks, Mark Hall.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate
Thank you guys. No, I lost it. This is what I get. I lost it. That's fine. That's what we're here for. I'm just like, where'd it go? I don't know. I lost it. It's fine. You got to think so let's move on to this next game because they do play again today. Ja will be back. Let's see. Well, first of all, what Ja do you expect this game? Because right now, if you head over to FanDuel to look at these odds, the Pistons are favored -164, Grizzlies +138, 4-point spread, over under 236.5. Do you think that I think that God, I would really like to see them bounce back, but I just don't know. I don't know. We would like
if history tells us anything. Yeah, if history tells us anything, Luke, to your point, and returning from a 25-game suspension in December 19th, 2023, he scored 34 points, including the game winner against the New Orleans Pelicans, where he scored 27 of his 34 points in the second half, basically willing us to win that game.
That's right.
That's the Ja Morant we need. When he comes back from suspensions and injuries, he typically has a monster game, and I look for him to be that dude tonight.
Yeah. You were talking about something. It's so funny, and maybe this isn't. He's still got some growing up to do, and that's okay, because what's kind of I'm not trying to call him childish, but a bit of an immature mindset is man, you know what? I'm going to show you. And you sit me a game. I'm going to show you, and he probably will. I like that. I'm like that FU energy. That FU energy is what you need your superstar to have, but. How about the coaching staff and the superstar meet in the middle, and that FU energy is directed toward the other team, not each other. That would be great.
I appreciate all the comments, but Darius, I'm gonna push back. Say Ja is not the issue is the huge reason why we're having the issues with Ja that we're having right now. Ja is 100% part of the issue. It's Ja, it's Jaren, it's T.I., it's Klyman, it's Taylor Jenkins. It goes on back. But saying that Ja is not the issue is a huge reason why we're having issues with Ja, because he's never been held accountable or called out for what we've seen, like outside. Like once we got out of the 21-22 season and things kind of changed around Memphis, that's when we started seeing like pouting Ja, and Ja's antics and shutdown and disengagement and disinteresting has been a problem for probably at least 3, if not 4 seasons. The last 2, the worst. And so like Ja has been a problem. He's still a part of the problem. We have to get that corrected. Just like Jaren's part of it, just like T.I.'s a part of it. It's no one singular issue with the Memphis Grizzlies.
It's pretty nice though. Like, I mean, at least for the first time in a while, it seems like all them tertiary pieces are working. Like everybody else, Cedric's great.
Can we transition to some good stuff now?
let's talk
Vince
about
Williams Jr. looked great last night. Vince Williams Jr. had a monster return to form. He finally looks healthy. He was an agent of chaos. Same with Omax, who didn't play a ton, but I've compared him a lot to my guy. Everybody has that one guy that they latch on to the past that was to play with their favorite team. It's JaMychal Green for me. I love his energy and the way he played off the bench. And Omax is giving J-Mike energy, and I freaking love it. But Vince had 17 points last night, like 3 or 4 rebounds. Like, bro's been just he's been playing like back-to-back 2 really good games, and we're going to need all hands on deck tonight against a very physical, a very athletic Detroit Pistons team.
Yep. And I mean, like, I'm really excited for this game. I didn't get to watch the games from the weekend. I'm excited about this. I know we both like Cade a lot. So like, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this game tonight. I just hope, especially these bounce back games, they're really great. I do see a question before we move on to the game. Edie, what's the timeline on Edie and Jerome still? I see someone asking.
So Edie, I saw some video yesterday of Edie getting some one-on-one work. So if he's getting one-on-one work now, we're still a few weeks away. I still feel really confident about my Thanksgiving timeline.
Yeah, yes.
I feel like that I've been telling y'all that ever since he got hurt, that he's probably going to be back around Thanksgiving. Well, looky here, we're about 3 weeks away from Thanksgiving, and he's getting one-on-one work. So we play the week of Thanksgiving. We play at home on Monday the 24th against the Nuggets, and then we've got a 3-game road trip. The earliest would probably be Monday, November 24th, that first home game before we go on a road trip. Otherwise, I look for it to be Friday, December the 12th for a home game. We might sneak him in, but that road trip is kind of rough right through there. We play at the Clippers. We go to New Orleans, the Clippers, the Kings, the Spurs, and then we come back home for the Clippers again. We typically like to return guys at home games and then give them some rest, especially with us. So, I mean, the earliest maybe he plays against the Nuggets and Nikola Jokic and then takes the road trip, maybe 1 game during the road trip and then plays again then. Otherwise, I look for it to be either the 24th or Friday, December the 5th.
I think that that logic just makes sense. Knowing how this team does their thing.
Also, real quick sidebar, everybody wants to blame Jaren last night. Do you know what our starting guards and small forward were from the field last night? 7 for 31. You're not going to win a whole lot of ball games like that. I mean, if it wasn't for Jaren's 20 points last night, we'd have got boat raced last night.
Man, 7 for 31 is bad.
Because 7, I'm not a math guy. I have to take my shoes off in order to count higher than 10. There's a real, that could have been real bad.
That's between 20 and 25% right there. That ain't good. True, gosh. Well, yeah, and we'll see. The bounce back games are typically good for this team. We'll see tonight. There were other games that happened yesterday for the Daily Grind, Ricka Rewind. I don't Ricka Rewind. The only ones that the things that popped out to me, Bulls finally got beat. They're no longer undefeated. So did the Spurs. Thunder, I think, are the only undefeated team.
We need the Spurs to beat the Suns, and they can't even do that.
What's that? Yeah, come on, Wimby. What else happened? 76ers are still winning. The Nets and the Pelicans may be the worst team in the league. I don't know. There wasn't.
And I just want to keep reminding y'all, not only are the Pelicans the worst team in the league, but they've got 2 picks that are likely going to be lottery picks next year. Could be top 5 lottery picks next year. Their pick and the Pacers pick, and they traded both of them unprotected.
I was like, I don't have either of them, right? Dummies. Nope. That's dumb.
Joe Dumars gets all this credit for being a great GM, and he kind of had one little run at the beginning of his tenure in Detroit, but it ended very poorly. Got a job in the front office, and then comes back, and the first thing you do is trade for a rookie who's not even cracking the starting lineup, Derek Queen, Sidebar, Colin Murray Boyles looked really good last night.
He did look good.
For the Raptors, he was really good.
Yep.
But Derek Queen's not even in the starting lineup. Not going to be in the starting lineup. Like that dude had motor and toughness issues in college, and you traded an unprotected first round pick when you're going to be both cheeks and the crack down the middle next year or this year.
They're bad, man. They terrible, like a bunch of knuckleheads.
Terrible.
Let's you know what? Let's take a quick break. It's break time. We're gonna take a quick break. It's enough basketball talk. When we get back, we're not gonna talk World Series because the Dodgers won, even though it was a good series. I don't care. Kyla's not home right now, so I can badmouth the Dodgers. We're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna take a really quick break. We got back. We're gonna preview Monday Night Football real quick, and yeah, then that'll be it. But we will be right back after this quick break. If I can find it, there it is. Break.
I'm looking at the season as a whole, not overreacting to last night. He's not been good this year. I am the biggest Jaren Jackson Jr. fan on this network, and it's like I have a lot of questions about his performance so far this year, especially in light of that massive deal.
I'll give grace to anybody shooting slumps, coming off of a toe injury, do all whatever. What I will not stand for is just getting punked constantly.
The worst one was he got bodied by Mark Williams, the ball taken from him, and stayed down there pouting, trying to like grab his head and shoulder.
Yes.
And Mark Williams got a wide open dunk at the rim in crunch time in a 2-3 possession game.
If you're going to stop playing basketball because you think you got fouled, then dang it, you better be hurt. You better be freaking hurt.
Just in, breaking news on the $2 Sports Show. We have Jaren Jackson Jr. live in studio coming to talk because he's been this soft. He's been Charmin soft.
Tune into the $2 Sports Show with Rusty Witten and Drew Gann, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
And we are back. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. We are presented by Trilogy Tattoo. You saw them there. Great folks down there. Go get tatted up. I want one so badly. I can't help it.
That's all baggy the other day. I got itch for one bad.
Dude, I was around some a lot all weekend, and I was like, God, I want one. We're also brought to you by Grind City Brewing. There was a great showing this weekend. We don't have to talk about the UT loss, but you were there.
Oh yeah, great event. 901 Hot Wing Festival. It was fun. It was free to get in. Donations were you had to make donations. You didn't have to, but they were encouraged to get wings, and all the proceeds went to the Memphis Child Advocacy Center. Had a massive turnout, over 20 teams. There was a Game of Bones, a Game of Thrones chicken wing team, like theme team. They had a Sansa, Damien Targaryen, a Dragon's Blood, a Queen of Thrones. The Damien Targaryen was like a honey garlic sriracha. It was so good. The best ones that were there was this group called Hold My Beer and Watch This. Banging, just absolutely perfect. But y'all go check us out on social. Bluff City Media on YouTube, Bluff City Media on Instagram and X, as well as BCM Grizzlies. Me and Jared and my roommate and a couple of friends that we made there went to this tent called Burning Love, and they had a Reaper Fever, Reaper Madness. The sauce had 43 Carolina Reaper peppers in it and 5 habaneros. That's the spiciest thing I've ever eaten in my life. My nose, my eyes, my mouth were just watering. Like I was in a bad way. Candy color all on video. Y'all go check it out. It was a great time at Grind City Brewing, brother. It was,
man. There's nothing about like something that's really spicy that just separates the men from the boys. When you see like, boom, and
brother,
then it's like fear.
I had to take my hat off and I was like wiping my tears and my snot on my arm because I was just like, it was like, and the flavor was good. It was 0.9 seconds of good flavor and then 15 minutes of pain. Pain.
Oh man, it's great. And you get that you get that when you're wearing your hat, you get that right below the hat line on your neck. It's just the hair sweaty. It's the worst feeling in the world.
My lip was sweaty. My lips were numb, except for when I would smile. And then the corners of my mouth and the top of my mouth would ache because it was still just so. I was in a bad way, bro.
That's rough. I want to hit these questions really quick. Do you think we see Bassey tonight? I see that in the comments. I want to answer.
We've got to see him at some point. We
else
dominated in the paint, blocking dominated at the rim. Like at some point, you got to give him a shot because Jock ain't it, man. Like I like Jock, but he is a backup point. He's a backup center, and that's all he'll ever be. And we're asking a whole lot of him right now, and he's just not. He ain't it.
Yep, I agree. And Saints wondering where this picks go. Atlanta gets one, right? I'm not sure where the other
Atlanta gets one. I can't remember who in the Pacers. That's right, because the Pacers did get the other one. That's right. They traded one to the Pacers, and then they traded the other one to the Hawks for Derek Queen.
Both who are looking kind of bad, so we'll see. They might have 2 picks in the top 10. But Grind City Brewing. We're going to be having some Grizzlies watch parties there, so keep following us. We'll talk about all those on our shows. We are also brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook, which we're going to head on over there and preview the Monday Night Football game really quick if you are interested. Over at FanDuel, the Cowboys are currently favored -172. Cardinals plus 144. The spread is 3 points. Over under is 53.5. Kyler Murray is not playing. Jacoby Brissett is playing. He's actually been playing pretty good with this team. But the Dallas offense, I just think, has been clicking. This game is at Dallas.
Yeah, and Arizona's on like their 5th string running back because they had James Conner get hurt.
Yeah.
The other cat got hurt. Like they've got so many like injuries that who's going to play running back for him?
Yeah, it's tough. You got running back is such a key part of football, and you need it.
Shout out Mississippi State. We had some good runs this weekend.
Yeah, you did.
Hail State.
You did. Yeah. Hail State.
Hail State, Jared. I didn't bring it up on the post-game bounce last night, but I should have made him do the show in the Mississippi State hoodie he's got. But that's what Jared on Wednesday on the Daily Grind. You got to wear the Mississippi State hoodie.
You heard him, and I won't wear an Oklahoma one. But let's keep it in spirit with this game. Let's do our daily dose of It's a Trap, named in honor of Admiral Akbar. R.I.P. my guy. Almost Ole Miss Rebels mascot. It's sponsored by FanDuel. Name of the game, it's Trap. I'm going to give you 3 bets. You tell me which one's a trap. You know how this works. In keeping the spirit of this game, we are doing Arizona Dallas to score 2+ touchdowns. And this is interesting because Dallas is like discount. It's like a Kirkland brand Bengals. They've got a lot of high-powered offense. They do good.
Sure.
So to score 2+ touchdowns tonight, which one of these is a trap? Is it Javonte Williams plus 350 to score 2 touchdowns? CeeDee Lamb plus 650 to score 2 touchdowns? Or Jake Ferguson plus 800 to score 2+ touchdowns?
I like the Javonte Williams. He's been carrying me in fantasy this year. It was a
massive
pickup for me in Drew's in my friend league. Massive pickup for me. He's been phenomenal.
You got him in the League of
Avengers. Phenomenal. Phenomenal pickup for me. Didn't love it when I drafted him. Love it now. I like CeeDee. I'm gonna go Jake Ferguson. I don't know that Jake Ferguson should be that high.
Man, shoot, I don't know. Yeah, you bouncing back. You had a rough show last year. Yeah, okay.
I did. Last week wasn't good, but we back on the come up.
So Javonte Williams and CeeDee Lamb, they're right there. Trey McBride.
I'm still mad at you for taking CeeDee Lamb in the BCM league, 2nd overall.
Yeah, what's not looking good? That Jaden Daniels pick that I took 3rd overall. We're gonna not talk about
R.I.P. that elbow.
R.I.P. Trey McBride is plus 800 to get 2 touchdowns, which makes sense because he's like the only scoring option the Cardinals have.
I also have him in a couple of leagues and banging.
Shoot, I didn't know that. I wouldn't have even asked this. Shoot, yeah, we do have standings, Jared. You're in 2nd. I got a whiteboard.
Who's in
right
1st?
Here. You're in 1st. But Jared's coming for you, brother.
He is.
All right, real quick, we've got a few minutes left before we get out of here. Mondays around here are for lasagna. That's where we talk about the best and the worst from the weekend because it's important to recognize the good to enjoy the bad. I can go first because I'm going to be lame. I don't have any Monday. I had a rehearsal dinner and a wedding for my sister-in-law. We did all weekend. It was great. Weather was great. It was outside, and Saturday was the one beautiful day we had. It was out in the mountains. It was at an old grist mill that had been converted. I got to wear tweed and suspenders. I looked like I was a professor of literature, which I'm not. I had a bow tie. I was like, well, hello. I just needed
a distinguished gentleman.
I look like a distinguished fellow. I had a cigar that I didn't smoke because it makes my tummy hurt, but I had
just missing the monocle, man.
Hello. And it was just great. I met a lot of friends. I had a lot of friends, a lot of fun. I don't have a Monday. It was great. How about you?
So much lasagna from this weekend, man. Maggie and I had an incredible date night Friday night before the Grizzlies game. Went to a restaurant called Itabina. It was banging. It was so good. We got to wear our Ja 3s to the game, which was a ton of fun. The 901 Hot Wing Festival was amazing. Mississippi State got their first SEC win under Jeff Levy. Let's go in chaos and dramatic fashion. It was great. And if I had to have a Monday, it was the aftermath of the Reaper Madness wins yesterday morning. That's all I'll say.
And on that note, that's going to do it for our show today. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks everybody in the comments too, for real. There were new people. Come and hang out with us every morning. We are here every Monday through Friday at 7:30 Central Time. Come hang out. Hang out, talk to us, And if you want to stick around, the $2 Sports Show will be today at 11. Then we got Sane at 1. Come tune it out. Thank you, FanDuel. Thank you, Trilogy Tattoo. Thank you, Grind City Brewing. And if we can leave you with anything today, anything at all, remember these 2 things. Number 1, be a little weird, just a little bit.
That's where Deadpool would be.
Because he would be right there. And 2, remember to smile. Yeah, bye, guys. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Go Grizzlies. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.
Thank you for listening to The Daily Grind. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.